Oh, what's cracking with YouTube? Oh, let me turn this shit down. What's going on with you, YouTube? It's your man King Howie. We back, Cage TV. And let's just get into a recap of the whole season and analyze the type of product that the NFL is providing us to watch. You know, with all these narratives and all these storylines intertwining and intermingling with each other, you know, with these coaches and the relationships between all these coaches, you know what I'm saying, and players. Especially when you talk about the quarterback position. But I would just say, in general, and I'm not just speaking, you know, as far as how well the Packers season went this year, but just in general, I think the NFL put out a pretty good product this season. I think they really put out a pretty good product. I enjoyed watching what I seen. The narratives and the storylines made sense. The characters who played their vital roles for the outcome of the season, I think they did a good job. But when we talk about the product, and, you know, the NFL has this standard of excellence, you know what I'm saying, and being great, you know, they promote that all the time, being great, being excellent, being the best, you know, and you just look at the product that they present us, and you look at the quarterbacks. Let's just go with the quarterbacks. The quarterback position this year wasn't played that, I mean, you had Lamar Buckwheat Jackson, you know, we had Buckwheat go off. He did his thing, you know, but it was far few in between good quarterbacks. You could just say on probably, you could say it was only two top three quarterbacks this year, you know, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and who else can you say? But not to get off subject, when you think about the quarterback position and how much of a high standard that position is held at, you just got to look at the product that the NFL is selling us, man. Like, really? You really going to sell us Jameis Winston every Sunday, Thursday, and Monday to go out there and throw interceptions to the other team? Like, really? You really want the Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans to sit through that? Really? I don't know. That's weird. Then you got these teams that just can't seem to find a quarterback. It was a lot of backup quarterbacks that played this year. I mean, you had David Blouch. You had Eli Manning come back. He was a backup. Who else? You had Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, just a bunch of backup quarterbacks playing this year. Look at the Steelers. How many backup quarterbacks they had? You know what I'm saying? Look at the Lions. They had backup quarterbacks. The Vikings, they got a backup quarterback. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of backup quarterbacks starting. And then you have, you know, the exception to the rule, the starters. You know, you had your typical Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers. You got your typical quarterbacks that started. Drew Brees, Matt Ryan. You know, you had those guys that played their roles in this year's narratives as far as storylines go for the NFL. And then just to speak on the Super Bowl a little bit, I mean, I would hate to be, you know who I feel sorry for, man? I feel sorry for all those San Francisco 49er fans that were out there in Las Vegas who put their money up, you know what I'm saying, got a nice hotel room, spent gas money to get out there or fly out there, however you got out there, and you running around the city before the Super Bowl with your 49er gear on, and you're walking up to your fellow 49er peers saying bang, 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 Niner gang, bang, bang. You're doing all of that, high-fiving. Oh, we're going to win this Super Bowl. You just happy. Quest for 6. You know, y'all, you running around, and then 3 hours later, Patrick Mahomes is holding up the Super Bowl MVP. And to be truthfully honest, I don't think Patrick Mahomes played a great game. You know, he threw a pick in the third quarter, threw a pick in the fourth. He got hit. You know, I rewatched the game. I finally sat down and watched the game. He got hit, almost fumbled the game away. I mean, just sloppy play. But one thing they kept doing that really put Kansas City over the top. They didn't change the way that they played. The 49ers came out there doing something totally opposite from what they normally do. I mean, for crying out loud, you ran the ball 42 times against my Packers. You kept the ball out of Jimmy Glitch's hands for a reason. The momentum swing happened. I'll tell you where the momentum swing happened in this game. 3rd and 15, Richard Sherman. When Richard Sherman got burnt by Sammy Watkins. 3rd and 15. When that happened, that was uncharacteristic by Richard Sherman. When that happened, that just totally flipped the switch. And I think who scored on that play? Oh yeah, Travis Kelce scored that 1-yard touchdown pass. And that put the game at 17-20. And then Kyle Shanahan went in a panic mode, just like Sean McVay did against the Patriots. He just went in a panic mode. That's one thing I'm happy Matt LaFleur didn't carry with him was panic mode. You know what I'm saying? Matt LaFleur don't panic. He'll try to find another way to win the ball game. So that's one thing I'm happy Matt LaFleur don't have. That didn't transpire. That didn't, you know what I'm saying, carry on from Kyle Shanahan like it did to Sean McVay when they start panicking. And that was the outcome, man. And then you got, who really thought Jimmy Glitch was going to win the Super Bowl after Tom Brady won the Super Bowl? I don't understand why people kept thinking that. Oh, this is Jimmy G's. Man, he's a backup quarterback. That's overpaid. Don't y'all know he got the Kaepernick deal? He got the same deal Kaepernick got. The same deal Kaepernick was bitching and crying and complaining about. They gave the same damn deal to Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, you had 1 minute and 40-something seconds in the second quarter before halftime. And your own damn GM is up there telling, like, damn, call a timeout. You still got a chance to score. But you know what? Kyle Shanahan panicked once they called that penalty on Kittle. The same penalty, the penalty that they refused to call on Kyle Rudolph versus the Saints. So I don't want to hear no more about the refs was helping the Packers out. Obviously, they helped out the goddamn Vikings to beat the Saints. Another thing, too. Kyle Shanahan. Why in the hell did you decline the penalty? I still don't understand that. I'm watching the game like, oh. What the hell? My bad, somebody texted me. I'm like, whoa. Did he just decline a penalty? Against a team that went for it on 4th and 1 on you on the previous possession? Kyle Shanahan, man. You done lost 2 Super Bowls, man, with your play calling and panicking. What happened to Robert Saleh's defense? Is he going to stay with the 49ers now? I know Matt LaFleur's brother turned down the offer we tried to give him. He went and signed an extension with the 49ers, and we see where that led him, to a Super Bowl loss. It was so many questionable calls in this game with the referees, man. In favor for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I kind of want to, I kind of feel like the 49ers got screwed a little bit with some of the calls. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of questionable calls. You know what I mean? Just now, I know a lot of 49er fans are still going to be, talking about the pass interference call on them when when the guy jumped up in front of Travis Kelce when Patrick Mahomes threw the ball deep down the field. But that's a pass interference. I just can't agree with what y'all saying on social media. That was a pass interference all the way. You can't just jump in front of the dude trying to catch the ball like that. You can't do that. That's a PI. He didn't even touch him. No, it don't matter. It's a defenseless receiver trying to catch the ball and you just jump right in front of him like that. That's a pass interference. So that was the right call the refs made. But some of them other calls, man, I mean, all of the holding that the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line was doing to Nick Bosa, I'm like, damn, they holding. They letting Patrick Mahomes just stroll all out. Look at the rollouts. When Patrick Mahomes was rolling out, he was doing it so slow. Why? Because they were holding. They were holding the whole time on the 49ers defensive line. And then the touchdown by Damian Williams, man. I don't know if that was a touchdown, man. That looked like he stepped out of bounds. But like I said, man, when you pay attention to the narratives and you pay attention to how the NFL script is being written for the year, man, it was just shit like that tell you right there that it was meant for the Chiefs to win. I'm not complaining at all because I won some money off this game. I'm happy. I don't know how 49er fans feel right now, but I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say about Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G. I mean, I don't know what the hell. Like, think about it. The Niners came in as one of the best teams passing the ball downfield. I think they had like the highest completion rating with passing the ball downfield. Like Jimmy G's completion rating, like for throwing balls deep, was just off the charts. And then he misses a throw like that to Emmanuel Sanders, wide open. Jimmy G was refusing to run out of the pocket. If you look at the way he was dropping back to throw, he wasn't even dropping back. He was taking like 2.5 steps. He wasn't even trying to get back. I'm just sitting up there like, dude, man, move. The pocket is collapsing. And he just standing there like a sitting duck. So that was a critical factor in the game because, you got the young rookie that the Kansas City Chiefs have drafted, the defensive tackle. I forget his name, but I had a feeling, man, when they were talking about the 49ers run game, and they did run the ball well. They ran the ball well. They ran the ball well enough to win the game. I think they was averaging almost over 5 yards a carry. And Kyle Shanahan just went from what he normally does. Like, what kind of play calling, what kind of game plan? Why didn't you stick to the game plan? That's what the Chiefs did. They stuck to the damn game plan. I mean, that defensive tackle dude, he just kept plugging up the middle. He had the 49ers running from sideline to sideline. They was trying to set the edge. They didn't really set the edge well because the 49ers were still capable to run the ball. It's just when you trying to run a ball on 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 5 up the middle, and that big dude is just clogging the holes up and making you run backwards, that's when you get put in 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9 situations, 3rd and 10 situations. And then sometimes Kyle Shanahan, I think Kyle Shanahan outcoached himself. in this game. Doing too much. You trying to do things that you don't normally do in a game to think that you're going to throw off your opponent. No, they already going to stick to what they already know. You like to run the ball, so we going to be focused on running the ball. If you try to throw, you might make some plays, but we ain't going to let you throw the ball all night. And like I've said time and time again, this Kyle Shanahan offense is trash. He has no answer for nothing else. You shut down a run, he might not be able to throw the ball. You shut down throwing the ball, he might not be able to run the ball. He's too one-dimensional. Run, play, action. Run, play, action. He want everything under the center. Everything under the center. No, man. Sometimes you're going to need your quarterback to be in shotgun and spread offense so he could see the field, see what the defense is giving him. Man, you trying to do all of these counter traps and all of these zone runs, man. People going to figure that shit out. You too one-dimensional, man. And I hope and I pray that Matt LaFleur breaks out of that fucking shell of the Kyle Shanahan offense. This is 2 times we have seen this Kyle Shanahan trash-ass offense in a Super Bowl, and it has proven to fail. What more evidence do you need to see? So I'm waiting to see what narratives and storylines the NFL has planned for Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, and Sean McVay. Since these 3 coaches have coached with each other with the Redskins, all 3 of them hung out. Then Matt LaFleur went over there. I believe he went over there to the Falcons, where he lost the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan. Then he went over there to the Rams to meet back up with Sean McVay for, I think, a year. Then he went to Tennessee. Then he came to the Green Bay Packers. So there's some type of storyline mixed up in there somewhere. And we'll figure it all out when it's time to figure it out. And don't forget, Mike McCarthy is mixed into this narrative too, because Aaron Rodgers. So who knows what this product is going to try to sell us to buy into next year. I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm an NFL fan. But sometimes you got to look at things and it just make you say, something's fishy about everything that's going on with this game. But if you follow the storylines, you might be able to put the pieces to the puzzle together. So with that being said, man, I'm excited for next season. I can't wait to see how this Packers team is going to look next year. It took me a while. Like I said, it took me a while to get back into making videos I know it was only a week, but man, like I said, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. One of my favorite players, actually the favorite player that I've always, thought was the greatest of all time. That shit shook me up, man. That shit shook me up big time, man. Just like, still don't believe it. Still devastated by it, but life goes on, and through time, all wounds will heal. So, with that being said, man, go San Francisco.